Good Monday morning, everybody. From House Onek, I'm Meteorologist Austen Onek with a quick check of your forecast into the next couple of days. A little bit less busy where the tropics are concerned locally, but as we go throughout the next few days, going to be seeing a lot to keep an eye on. We also have temperatures a little bit more improved from the last few days. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Might want to take the umbrella with you today just to be on the safe side. We don't have a lot going on directly in the Mid-South right now. What you see mostly, those clusters popping up from time to time. Some of that is birds, some of that is showers trying to get going, but right now we don't have a lot of support in the atmosphere for a good amount of activity. We are watching back to the west of us as some severe weather rolls into western Arkansas. There's a severe thunderstorm watch in effect right up until the counties of the Mid-South area, so that could be an issue as we go into the rest of the day today. We'll come back to that in just a little bit. Right now, talking about the tropics and seeing again at this time that we have little, if anything, really major taking place at this point directly in and around, say, the Gulf of Mexico. Right off the east coast, we do have one storm system that shows a pretty good amount of development chances into the rest of the next couple of days. This one might be a concern for the Carolinas. Most of this storm should be making its way off the coast. The best possibility of development is from the storm between the Caribbean and down to northern South America. This will be making its way into the Gulf of Mexico into the next couple of days. Meanwhile, looking back off toward the west, we do have, again, a couple of other systems, not much in the way of development here, just off of Africa, but another one just coming off the African coast, not even over the ocean yet. So that's four systems right now to take a look at, and that's something we're going to have to watch. Next few days, again, seeing the potential of these storms making their way through the Atlantic Ocean and following roughly the same path, except for the one over the east coast. That one, again, making its way up into the colder waters of the Atlantic, so should not be much of a threat, even if it develops. Meanwhile, back down to around the southern one, that one shows about an 80% chance of development, and that could be making its way into the Gulf of Mexico, following roughly the same path that Laura did, so we could be seeing something out of this one into the next few days. The ones off the African coast, not a lot going on just yet, but also bears watching. Again, remember the peak of hurricane season is about 11 days away, so we still have a long ways to go in this hurricane season. It doesn't look like much at this time. Again, the current satellite picture, beautiful view showing the visible satellite looking all the way over and showing again some pretty good amounts of dust heading in from Africa. That is doing a good job of hopefully helping to keep the amount of hurricane activity down by just a little bit. We'll see how well that works in the next few days. We do again have a lot of dust making its way on through, and that could be again an issue that helps to diminish the amount of hurricane activity that is out there. So something that might help us out into the next couple of days, but we'll wait and see how well that goes. Back here in the Mid-South, we have a severe thunderstorm watch, which was just issued a few minutes ago by recording time anyway. We're right before 7 o'clock on Monday morning. So if you're traveling back over toward Little Rock, Fort Smith, down toward Texarkana, that's where you may be seeing some rough traveling weather for a while. Main threat at this time looks to be damaging winds, heavy rainfall, possible hail out there, and that threat of severe weather is mainly confined well to our west over the Red River of Texas and Oklahoma, so not a major threat for us for right now, but that marginal threat does extend all the way into the Mid-South area, so we're going to have to watch that with a lot of interest. National Weather Service in Memphis, again, showing that strong to severe threat of thunderstorms for later on this afternoon. Heavy rain and thunderstorms possible. It's not going to be all at once. It's going to be waves of this activity coming through in the next several days. So we will be looking for a decent amount of rainfall out of this, including the possibility back to our west of maybe about 4 to 5 inches north and west of Little Rock. So it could be some pretty slow travel in those areas. Here in the Mid-South, again, mainly looking at about 1 inch to 3 inches of rainfall. That's going to be soggy enough out there, so please keep that in mind. And, of course, we'll be looking out for that potential of severe weather. Greatest toward Little Rock in the yellow slight risk category area, but then we also have that marginal threat of severe weather, the green area, showing the potential for severe weather is there. It's not as great as it is out west, but it is still there, so something to watch out for. From the Weather Underground, taking a look at our forecast through the day today, isolated to scattered chances of showers and thunderstorms and high temperatures back in the mid to upper 80s. That's not bad for this time of the year, you have to admit. Should be looking at those conditions continuing for a while. Chances of showers and thunderstorms begin to dwindle, but not leave entirely by the end of the week. So some very warm temperatures pushing 90 by about Friday into next Saturday. And then back in the lower to mid 80s, even from what it looks like right now. Temperatures by next Tuesday, not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, back in the mid to upper 70s. That's a very nice change in temperatures out there. And the weekend, if you have plans for outdoors, looks like it's going to be warm, but not overly hot. So good opportunity to get out and get some fresh air out there, get that yard work taken care of. We are seeing a very nice dip in the temperatures from the Climate Prediction Center, showing some very nice below normal temperatures as we go into the next few days. So very good conditions out there, not as blazing as it could be for this time of the year. We still have the potential of some more century mark temperatures out there. That's typical for September, even early October in this area. We can get some pretty steamy conditions, but for about the next week or so, according to the Climate Prediction Center, that blue blob centering over the central United States does have a potential of giving the Mid-South a little bit of a cool down, and we will take it, especially at this time of the year, being the roasting time out there as we run out of August and head into September. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media websites. I'm out there someplace, so you'll find me at various locations. And again, we'll keep you updated on the possibilities of what we see in the tropics coming up here in the course of the next few days as well. So if you're planning trips to the East Coast, Florida, the Gulf Coast, now is the time to really be on top of what might be heading your direction. Not a good idea to be traveling into some place that you're just going to have to get out of in the next couple of days anyway. So just, again, don't risk it. Make certain that you've got your travel plans ready to go, and make certain you're paying attention to the weather. Even if you're not in that area, see where those storms are heading afterwards, and I'll help you do that here. So definitely want to keep an eye on what's going on. Again, complete forecast updates, we'll have them for you on my social media networks. I'm meteorologist Austen Onek. You've been watching Weather from Oz, morning weather from the Mid-South area. Stick around for a lot more. Be weather safe out there, and hope to have a great week. Thanks for joining us.